U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis, we welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
He threw for nearly 350 yards. His team won. And one word just kept coming to mind as I watched him during the game: surgical. Absolutely surgical. That's why he won NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, very precise. The throws maybe as accurate as he's been in some time.
Yeah, I think he feels pretty locked in here, and I think he feels like he can get it done again in this one too.
Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
Man, you gotta be kidding me.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And whoa, he's going to hope that that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
And a Falcon 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down, 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
The numbers for Jones a week ago: 5 catches, 72 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time. 2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there: pick up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
And 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
Are you serious?
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And he was hit as there, and it forces it incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. brings up 2nd and goal at the 10.
One more time with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The numbers a week ago for Cook. He was creeping up toward 200 yards, thought he was going to get there, didn't quite make it, but also 2 rushing touchdowns.
And even if he only got about half those numbers this week, his team would take it in a heartbeat, wouldn't they? Because last week, he was spectacular.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag.
Positioning where you are on the field, the umpire's making sure no one's holding.
Now, play action. Now. And nearly an interception. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team. You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
After 7-0, RDA Sports.
With the score, Falcons 7, Vikings 0.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, to get him down quickly and force a fourth down.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. Cook, a first down and more. And down right around the 37. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And first and foremost, this is all about vision. He can see the play developing right in front of him. And once he's past the line of scrimmage and got a full head of steam behind him, he's just going to keep right on going.
They run again on first down. Cook. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Adams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 25-yard. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Now looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now, a little bit of space there for Cook that time as he winds up getting about 7 there on first down.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return scoop and score for the Vikings. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
T. Higgins was the intended target, but now it's third down.
It's third down and 10 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Pulled in at the 24. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, going for Jefferson down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. Now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
Now Trubisky on first down. Allen's got it over the middle. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Going for it all. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And this one through the uprights and good. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
T. Higgins was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And he floats one there, incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. They run it again with Cook. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, it's Cook. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And he will score. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Extra point forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. So officially now he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of the well done, over 1,000 already, but guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in out and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people can get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They had 2 straight first downs. Now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1.
31-yard line.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Falcons 10.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They run, Cook. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Herb Smith Jr., his 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
No!
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Defense. What did they call that on?
So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
At the 16-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get them a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21.
Mitchell Trubisky on his way out, the subject of our players' spotlight. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good.
And it's always...
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And this will be a Vikings first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines. Let's close this one out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock on.
A gain of a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd and 9.
Cook. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
That's good for another Minnesota.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let him know. 45, Mike, 45. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
A try here for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded right around the 8.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
49.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
they will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Vikings, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.